All right, well, the rift in the royal family is once again in the spotlight, with Prince Harry airing his grievances to the world after losing a security battle.
I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my...
Prince Harry is in big trouble with no palace, no friendly media, and no famous friends. UK Parliament wants to take his titles. And on top of that, he has an $800,000 tax bill, due in 3 days. All his freedom bragging is now costing him big time.
And that interview.
That might have something to do with it.
A few other things. I mean, he's gone off the rails, hasn't he? I actually feel, for the first time, a bit sorry for him. He's so lost.
He's deep down in that burrow, isn't he? It's sort of hard to retrieve his...
Things just got real for Prince Harry. The UK Parliament has put forward a law to take away his Duke of Sussex title and stop him from making money from being royal. And this is not just talk, it is legal, and will erase the last bit of royal identity he and Meghan used for book deals, Netflix, and Hollywood. And this time, the politicians are not hiding. They are naming Harry directly, saying you can't leave your duty attack the monarchy and still profit from your title abroad. That is not service, it's exploitation.
Family over 5 years ago, but those calls seem to be growing louder and from a more widespread community, and I think that's partly because of this interview over the weekend, which has actually backfired spectacularly on Prince Harry. I think people are starting to lose patience.
Prince Harry is getting roasted in the House of Commons, showing everyone his reputation. In Britain is basically gone, while they talked about his titles. The tax people hit him with $650,000 in back taxes, about $800,000 in total, and he only has 3 days to pay. Or they can take his stuff, or sue him for a guy who once lived in royal palaces. Being chased like a normal debtor is the ultimate fall. The message is clear. If Harry wants to be a private citizen, he has to pay like everyone else.
His father with his family, but how is that even possible if he keeps airing this dirty laundry for the whole world to see?
Therein lies the million-dollar question, Sarah. It's a lovely idea. I think most reasonably minded people would like to see a family.
Harry has no special treatment, no royal immunity. He has to follow the same rules as every normal Brit. He wanted freedom, and now he has it. But the irony is harsh. The man who left the royals to escape responsibility now has to face it head-on. Netflix cut back their $100 million deal. Archwell's money is under the microscope, and Harry suddenly needs $800,000 in days. Hollywood investors see red. The Sussex are desperate, losing money, and Harry's royal brand that made him valuable could vanish with one vote in Parliament. And now, the laws are being written with Harry's name on them.
Interviewer pressed to find out who that was. He said he was not prepared to share at this point. And that came across as something of a thinly veiled threat.
The UK tax office is after Harry for almost $1 million in days. And Netflix is quietly pulling back from the Sussex brand, Harry thought. Leaving Britain would protect his family, but instead, Britain is coming for him, his title, his money, and his pride. And this is just the start, because next things are going to get even worse.
Harry and this girl, mate, you probably just need to put yourself on the sidelines for a little bit. And but he's also got Meghan, who's rallying the troops behind him on Instagram and showing that support. So that divide just keeps on getting wider.
The public is totally roasting. Harry Meghan is staying completely quiet, and the palace is refusing to help. Everyone can see him as an overpaid celebrity, drowning in debts. If Harry thought people would cheer him on the polls, say the opposite. Over 70% of Britons want Parliament to take away his titles and make him pay every penny in taxes. Social media exploded with hashtags like Notre Duke, Pay Your Taxes, and Sussex. Cam memes showed eviction notices on Buckingham Palace and jokes about Meghan selling overpriced jam jars to cover the bills. The verdict is clear in the eyes of the public. Harry is not a victim. He is a punchline. Meghan has stayed silent. Normally, she would rush to save him or spin the story, but now she is keeping her distance, leaving him to face the humiliation alone for a man who abandoned his whole family to stand by her. This silence feels like a real betrayal. In the past, palace lawyers and royal accountants would quietly handle crises like this, but not this time. King Charles and Prince William are staying out. Insiders say he wanted freedom, and now he has it with Parliament, HMRC, and public opinion involved. Not even royal power can save him, and the $800,000 tax bill is just the beginning. Regulators are now looking at Archwell finances, Netflix royalties, and even the fancy Montecito mansion expenses. Harry could face millions more in liabilities. Hollywood investors are seeing the panic and desperation, and suddenly he does not look like a global figure anymore. He looks unstable, desperate, and totally exposed. The removal of titles bill is only the beginning, and the next chapter of Harry's downfall could be even bigger, more shocking, and completely explosive. This is not just about losing a title or paying taxes. This is about accountability, responsibility, and facing the full consequences of years of choices and action. Harry has spent so long painting himself as a victim of the palace, the press, and even his own family acting like the world is against him, and he is blameless. But now with Parliament moving decisively to strip him of the Duke of Sussex title and the UK tax office demanding nearly $1 million. In just a few days, he can no longer hide behind excuses, celebrity status, or Hollywood deals. The system is treating him exactly like he says. He wants to be treated as a private citizen. No special privileges, no royal shields, no cushioned life. Just having to face reality and respond to the consequences of everything he has done. For the first time, Harry is truly learning that leaving royal life behind comes with responsibilities far bigger than he ever imagined. And he has nobody to protect him. No palace lawyers, no celebrity friends, no Hollywood safety net. The world is watching every move, every misstep, every panic, every desperate attempt to cover bills, maintain his brand, and hold on to relevance.
I think there's a lot of people that could apologise, but apologies work both ways.
What chances do you reckon, Meghan, of doing that?
Very slim. Slim to none. Let's go with that. Slim to none at this point.
You're probably
Unless
right
the
there,
money runs
Victoria.
out.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thanks
Thank
for joining
you.
us this morning.
All right, my man, I just wanted to ask you a question without notice. Prince Harry over the weekend, people will have their own opinions about all of that, and
The silence from Meghan, the palace, and even Hollywood makes it even worse, leaving him completely alone to deal with humiliation, scrutiny, and the collapse of his carefully built image. This is the moment where freedom meets reality, and Harry is seeing firsthand that independence, without responsibility, can be crushing, and the pressure is growing with every passing day as Parliament debates the removal of his titles. The tax deadline looms, and every news outlet, social media feed, and public conversation seems to track his every move. Harry's once powerful royal brand is slipping fast, and what he thought was freedom is turning into a nightmare. The Duke of Sussex, as he once was, is on the verge of becoming nothing more than a cautionary tale of fame, fortune, and freedom, gone terribly wrong with humiliation, financial collapse, and public ridicule, stacking up all around him, and no one stepping in to save him, leaving the world to watch as one of Britain's most famous princes confronts the full weight of his choices, for the first time in real life, with no script, no cameras, and no royal protection. Just a man forced to face the consequences of wanting independence at any cost. Harry is now facing responsibility debt and crushing deadlines. And the irony is brutal. He spent years trashing the monarchy, only to cling to the Duke of Sussex title. For his Hollywood brand, he declared independence from Britain, only to find out that Britain has not declared independence from him. The country still wants him to pay up. He ran from duty only to discover that duty always comes back one way or another. And even worse, this moment is stripping away the last illusion of control. He has no palace to protect him. Meghan has not said a word in his defense. Hollywood is watching from a distance, and the public is laughing, mocking, and demanding more. For Harry, this is not just a financial squeeze. It is a total psychological defeat. He is being dragged, cornered, and humiliated in a way no modern royal has ever faced. So when Parliament finalizes this bill and the tax clock hits zero, it will not just be a headline, it will be history. The moment the rebel prince lost everything he thought he could hold on to. The crown is gone, the cash is gone, and his royal identity is hanging by a thread. Want the full story on Harry's royal meltdown and shocking tax drama? Stay tuned to Bella Breaks Down for all the latest gossip analysis and behind the scenes truth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a breakdown. Harry is now just an overextended celebrity, clinging to a crumbling brand, and this moment is absolutely disastrous for him. It hits both pillars of his identity, his royal title, and his financial security. Without the Duke of Sussex title, he is just Harry, a man who left royal duty behind for Netflix cameras cameras, Hollywood deals, and public fame. Without money, he is a liability, a husband drowning in debt, a father under scrutiny, and a prince with no crown to fall back on. The irony is cruel. He left the monarchy to be free, but now he is less free than ever, shackled by huge bills, mocked by Parliament, abandoned by the palace, and left alone by Meghan. His public image is collapsing right in front of the world, and this is more than just money trouble. This is a full reckoning. Parliament is stripping away the privileges he once abused. The UK tax office is making him pay like any ordinary citizen. The public is mocking him endlessly. Social media is blasting him, and the memes never stop. Meghan is completely silent, and the palace has washed its hands. Harry wanted independence, but what he got was total humiliation. As the removal of titles, Bill moves forward and the tax deadline gets closer. The big question is, what will be left of Harry when the crown, the cash, and his credibility are all gone? And there it is. Prince Harry wanted freedom, but Parliament, the British public, the tax authorities, and even Hollywood have all delivered something completely different. Humiliation, exposure, and a rapid collapse of everything he once relied on, leaving him alone to face the consequences of his choices for the first time. Seeing that leaving royal life and duty behind came at a price far greater than he ever imagined. Harry is facing a removal of titles bill with his name on it, a tax bill of nearly $1 million due in just 3 days, and a country that once cheered his military service, now laughing at his downfall. Social media is ruthless. Memes show eviction notices on Buckingham Palace gates. Hashtags like Notre Duke and Payor, taxes Harry are trending, and polls show huge support for taking away his titles. The message from Britain is loud and clear. If you walk away from the monarchy, you don't get to keep the perks. And Meghan is silent. Hollywood is silent. The palace is silent. Harry is completely on his own for a man who built his new life on victimhood. This silence is deafening. Now the question is up to you. Should Parliament strip Harry of the Duke of Sussex title? Once and for all, should he have to pay every cent of that $800,000 tax bill? Or is there still a chance for mercy? One last lifeline for the rebel prince. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back the debate over Harry's future is not just in Parliament. It is happening here with all of us. And if you think Harry should finally face the consequences of his choices, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this story is far from over.